Hello, welcome to this Christmas version of the Monkey Nut Punch podcast, coming to you recorded because we have things to do with Christmas parties to attend, people to see, people to catch up on. Just realised there's 3 people I haven't booked. Actually, no, there's 4 people I need to talk to before the year's out, and I haven't arranged anything, and I feel really bad. Okay. But Keith's not one of them. Because he's here with me now.
Merry bloody Christmas to you too. It's not Christmas yet.
No.
I haven't seen Hans Gruber fall off the Nakatomi Plaza, so I can't consider it to be Christmas. I think I did that joke last year.
You did that last week.
Probably. Anyway, how you been?
I've been all right. Just busy, really busy. I never got around to seeing Facom House. I'm going to see if I can see it Sunday. My last opportunity to see it Sunday. I'm kind of regretting it now after watching the trailer last week, and I should have known it was out sooner because I'd have gone and saw it that week. But hey, these things happen. Been watching Deep Space Nine on treadmill, which is quite good. So I don't do distance, I don't do calories, I don't do speed, I don't do controlled heart rate. I do episodes of Deep Space Nine. So when I see Terry Potts' name pop up at the end, I stop. Yep, you know that when you get to the end, you go, see Terry Potts. I say, that's it. Stop.
45 minutes is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. About 6.5K, not super fast, but enough to get me old blood pumping. But Christmas is coming up. I've had three Christmas parties. On to number 4. Now.
How have you done 3? I can understand 2. Well,
2.
How have you done 3?
Well, a little family one. So.
Fair enough.
So 3.
Fair enough. I've done none, but I have finished for the year. No more work for the rest of the year. The fact that the rest of the year is less than 2 weeks doesn't matter, but no more work for the rest of the year. So it sounds good, but it's not that. But it's the first 2-week holiday I've had in a while, so that's pretty good. No Doctor Who Christmas special this year. I'm so upset. Not. I haven't even seen anything that's decent this year for TV.
TV? This year, TV, as in Christmas TV or TV in general?
Well, last year we had a couple of things to look forward to, but this year...
Mobland was fantastic.
No, I'm talking about Christmas TV.
Oh, Christmas.
No, I mean, TV this year has been good. I'm talking about particularly Christmas TV this year. I mean, we got the Gavin and Stacey final last year, which I always quite like Gavin and Stacey, but and we could laugh at the terrible Doctor Who Christmas special.
You can. I didn't watch it.
Oh, it was terrible.
There's a ton of old Doctor Who's on the iPlayer. I'd watch them instead.
Yeah, do you know what? I might watch the first Matt Smith one with Sir Michael Gambon.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. That one was. That was super. That was epically Christmas.
Yes, So that is a good one. The less Lion Witch in the Wardrobe one, which I don't actually remember.
I remember because it had Bill Bailey in it. What I do remember is the girl cast in that would have made a good replacement for Ace. If you go back and pull the casting up on IMDb. Look at the picture of it. She looks like a young Ace.
I think you're talking because there was kids in that one, wasn't it? It was
because their dad had crashed in this channel trying to fly back.
That was it, because it had the mum from Outnumbered, didn't it?
The best Moffat one is the one with Nick Frost, the Dream Crabs.
I know, because you think it's an Alien rip-off.
It's Alien, The Thing, and Inception,
Yeah.
and Christmassy.
Yeah, it was good, but I still like that first Matt Smith one. I think it's great because it's a play on the Christmas Carol, and it's got Michael Gambon as the Scrooge. It's genius casting. Anyway, we have got a shed load of news because we don't have comments. So I thought, I'll just chuck a shitload of news in there. There was quite a lot of news. Usually, right, when I'm looking for news, it's like a flow. I went on it was like, oh yeah, we've got to talk about that. Oh yeah, we've got to talk about that. Oh yeah. So, should we get into the news?
Yeah, just give me one moment because I have to. I have to scroll to my notes. So let's. I haven't got anything Christmassy, so how about this? Well, I think it goes on a bit longer than it should do. Legendary isn't slowing down. The Monsterverse is digging backwards. Variety reports that a new Monsterverse TV expansion in development, focusing on the early life of Lee Shaw, the character played by Wyatt and Kurt Russell in Monarch Legacy of Monsters, isn't just a spin-off. It's an attempt to turn Shaw into connective spine for the entire universe. A human constant in the world of evolving monsters. The question is, does the Monsterverse grow stronger or smaller for a character-driven or a one-off spin-off from far from kaiju chaos? Is blah 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 blah. Basically, we're getting a spin-off
of a spin-off.
A spin-off of a spin-off with Russell.
Kurt his Russell. Character was quite interesting though, and I mean, I think Nigel and I talked about this a little. I quite enjoyed Monarch on Apple TV. I mean, there were moments that weren't so good, but his character was interesting. I mean, you could do a spy series within that, like super secret organization doing super secret stuff. It could work.
You'd have to do things like kind of kaiju derivative bits of technology or stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to do that.
It could work. It could work. I mean, his character was interesting. I love how the fact that it has got father and son in it. That was kind of genius casting. And, right there, he does look like his dad when his dad was the same age there. I mean, that when he's just looking down like that, it was a spitting image of his dad. And unlike his sort of Marvel cinematic character, he's quite likable in this. Although he's actually more. He's
likable in the Marvel cinematic. You're supposed to not like that character, but everyone likes that character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
He's more likable in the whatever they're calling the film.
Their Suicide Squad. The Thunderbolts.
Yeah, or the New Avengers or whatever. I mean, I'm slightly surprised by this. That we've only had one season of Monarch. We haven't had the second season yet. It's taken them a fucking long time to make a second season.
I'll be honest with you. What would probably work better is if they did like dual timelines. They practically did that for the first season.
Yes, they did.
And just have dual timelines and have him doing his stuff in that dual timeline. So you could do it that way, and you don't have to do a spin-off. And you could fill your content with actual content rather than minutes of photography. Yeah, just saying.
I mean, Apple TV has been doing. I mean, they're meant to be doing this with the their space thing as well, aren't they? For All Mankind. So they've spanned that off. Although the spin-off of that's kind of interesting because they're doing it from the Russian perspective. So they're almost going back to the beginning, but from the Russian perspective, which could be quite interesting. I don't know. Look, I kind of enjoyed Monarch. I'm kind of looking forward to the other one. It did have a bit of monster smash, lizard smash, and apparently well, we know that Monarch season 2's got Monkey in it.
King Kong.
Monkey.
Monkey. King Kong. No, it's Monkey. It's Monkey. We've reduced it down to Monkey and Lizard.
Yeah, but that's
Monkey
because
Punch. I know.
That's all you need to understand about those films.
That's
you
the
don't
truth.
exactly need brain power, do you? It is Monkey smash Lizard. Lizard beat Monkey, right?
Yes.
And it's enough. It works. They're not pieces of art.
No.
So,
the pieces of entertainment, like the Fast and the Furious films.
Yes.
Yeah, you look at it and you go, why? And then you watch it and you go, that was disposable fun. I enjoyed it.
I do think you need to have like glass jars, at the entrance to the cinema. And you just put it in the glass jar, walk in, watch the movie, great movie, come out, take the thing, put it down your head, carry on. That's all you need.
True, I suppose. It's one of those things where it's, if you say, is this a good film with the monster? I say no. I say no, it's not a good film. But is it a fun film? And does it fill a gap for me? Yeah, it does. If that makes any sense. That's what I see when we come across these sort of things, because it's just, I'm gonna put it. It is Monkey Punch Lizard. I like watching Monkey Punch Lizard.
No,
I like watching Monkey Punch Lizards when there were people in rubber suits. Mm-hmm. So it's a weird, bit of nostalgia there for me. All right, let's move on to our next one. I keep losing my fucking mouse on the screen. I wonder why. That's a visual gag that the fucking podcast listeners are not going to get. Amazon isn't just riding the Fallout wave. They're sprinting ahead. Variety reports that Fallout 3 C is already being written before Season 2 is even aired. And they confirmed a tie-in with Fallout 76. No. That's a big signal. It's a bad signal. This isn't just a successful adaptation, it's becoming a franchise machine. The question isn't, will Fallout last? It's, can Amazon avoid over-engineering the hell out of it? Let's look into this, because Fallout 76 is the Fallout that killed Fallout. If you Fallout 4, you could people asked to say that Fallout 4 killed the Fallout franchise. It fucking didn't. Fallout 76 did. I've watched that first episode. I've got thoughts. I'll save the thoughts for the end. There are things that they're doing in it I totally disagree with. Yeah, there are things that they should have kept in place, and this, that, and the other. And there are a few changes that they've made that I actually agree with. They're ripping off some bits from the big MT, but that's another thing entirely. It is quite. It sounds awful. It sounds really weird. It's a post-apocalyptic universe that's quite fun. Sounds odd. It's got like this weird kind of fun, kind of like streak to it.
Yes, I think it's a bit more gritty in the televised version of it, but
no, it's still got all that stuff in the actual game. Actually, it's got more of that stuff in the actual game.
Maybe it just works better as a game. I don't know. We'll get into the episode review, but I mean, it's interesting that they're saying that they're planning more in-game storylines. But I noticed that they were saying Fallout 76, which why when that game was kind of not well received.
So in Fallout 76 is set on the East Coast near Massachusetts. Country fucking roads, West Virginia, just because they kept on using that bloody song throughout the promotional materials. So it's on the other side of the country, and they're in Vegas at the moment. Yeah. So I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah. There are things there. They talk about Reclamation Day, which is a big thing in Fallout 76. It's supposed to be in the vault for, I think it was 50 years, and then they pop their heads out and then boom. Kind of recover everything. But I've got a video I can send to you on what happened with Fallout 76. It's a really good one by the Internet Historian, and you'll watch it and you'll go, that was a fucking disaster. That was a disaster everywhere, and I mean every fucking where. I played it and I had to stop playing it because I got to I got to a train station, and every time I walked forward or backwards or left or right, it would crash. And I lost like a game that I was playing with Carl. It's the first time I've ever ejected a disc from a console and almost snapped it in two. Never ever got a FIFA. If I play FIFA, that puts me into a blind rage if I'm playing against my brothers, right? Because it's like pass, pass. I'm sitting there going, I'm trying to pass. It's not fucking passing. Why is it not fucking passing? Yeah, I'll do that with my brother and whatnot. That's the only other game. But I stopped playing FIFA because blind rage. So I kind of like these ones more. There are things in it. There's the Mothman in it. There's the weird. I can't remember. They're like I call them dragons. They're not dragons, but I call them dragons because they're like dragons from Skyrim. The weird crystal things. I don't know how that's going to work. There's probably more that you can mine from Fallout 3 and Fallout 1 and 2. They haven't really properly explored what's left of the US government because the Vault-Tec or West-Tec did their own thing. Yeah, and the US government also did their own thing. And the US government, you saw what was left of them. They called themselves the Enclave. And you saw that with, I can't remember his name. It was Harold in Person of Interest,
Yes.
where he escapes. That's the what do you call it? That's the Enclave. And that's what's left of the US government. They've also got like an oil rig. They have a guy called Frank fucking Horrigan. They've got super mutants and stuff that they can tap into. They haven't tapped into yet, but I think that's coming around the corner. Something I saw in the first episode. I know what place on the map is around the corner from where they are, and it fits with the trailer too. I don't know how that's going to pan out for them, but I wouldn't jump straight to 76. You've got plenty of other stuff to mine, plenty of other stuff to do. There's the other thing to, and yeah. Oh Christ! I'm gonna have to save this for later because I have a lot of thoughts.
Is 76 the last game?
Yes.
It might be. That might be why they're plumbing into it, just because it will be in people's
Chronologically, it's the first. But here's the funny thing, yeah? They've done more to go back and re-promote Fallout 4 than they have 76. There was the massive
received.
Yeah, there was the massive upgrade for PS4, Xbox Series X. So they had a massive thing there to make it 60 frames a second look really good. And they've released the anniversary edition recently of Fallout 4. So they have included the ghoul played by Walter Goggins there into Fallout 76, and that's about it for Fallout 76. But I need to go back and revisit it because they may have fixed it. They may have done a No Man's Sky from my perspective, or Cyberpunk 2077. But Cyberpunk did it quicker, and No Man's Sky did it quick. No Man's Sky did it quicker too. I think they took probably 3-4 years to sort their shit out. Shouldn't do it. There's lots of other stuff doing. I'll be honest with you. In comparison to something like Halo, most of the stuff they've done is a lot less egregious. Yeah, everyone knows that Master Chief doesn't take his fucking helmet off. Not only did Master Chief take his helmet off, he took his entire thing off and run around butt naked. Yeah. Yes. As far as I thought, that armor was like wired into him. Yeah, I thought that armor was like kind of integrated into him, so it worked better.
But I mean, that Halo TV series, they didn't really get to the Halo.
No.
And it was a bit... Yeah, it could have been so much better than it was. But, how do you convince somebody not to take the helmet off? It's a bit like... what's his face in The Mandalorian not take it, which was dumb.
I know how to do that. It's easy. You hire someone who is a movement specialist, who specializes entirely in body movements and stuff, and then you hire Steve Downes to do the voice. So the person wears the costume, Steve Downes does the voice, everybody's fucking happy. Yeah, because everybody wanted Steve Downes' voice. I'm not a Halo fan, but I understand why you want fucking Steve Downes' voice. It's the same way that you want David Hayter's voice for Solid Snake. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a given. It's not, you don't have to ask the question. And that way, the movement specialist is not an actor. They're just a movement specialist, so they can make Master Chief look fucking awesome, like a tank in one point and like graceful like a fucking ballerina in the next point. wearing chunky Tonka toy armor. Yeah, and we're coming back to Fallout. They haven't done nearly as much egregious stuff here. I need to find out what happened at the Battle of Hoover Dam, because clearly I think House won at the Battle of Hoover Dam. The question is, how did he win? And what was he doing? What's he been doing since the Battle of Hoover Dam? And what happened to the Courier, which is something I don't know if they'll touch on in this. But yeah, we've got the super mutants that I think are going to turn up, which will be cool. Right, I've got a lot of thoughts. The downside is this story intersects with our review later on, and I need to keep my fucking trap shut so I've got something to talk about, which makes life a lot harder for someone like me. It's like, I've got so many thoughts.
Well, we've got
so many
more
thoughts.
stories. So I just put that in there because it was one, they're doing a season 3, and yes, they were saying more about the game. So what's next?
Oh, next.
Well,
So here's one you might have missed, but you really shouldn't have. Jamie Campbell Bower just made a surprise unannounced cameo in Stranger Things First Shadow. It says on Broadway, but it should be the way. I'm sure it's the fucking West End.
No.
Well, it started on the West End. Did it start on the West End? I keep seeing it advertised. I keep seeing it advertised on the Underground. That's not an Easter egg. That's Netflix and the Duffer Brothers physically confirming that the stage play is canon. Vector's story is now officially spans TV and theatre and raises massive questions about how casual fans miss crucial lore, or is it season 5? Is it all going to make sense? Is it going to stick the landing? I think it's not.
I'm with you.
I think this time not next week, but the week after, you and I are going to go. Almost, it almost did it. But yeah, it's.
Well, I haven't been impressed by season 5. I mean, yeah, okay, Will developing powers right at the end, but it took 4 episodes to get there. 11 doesn't do anything until the end, really. The more I think about it, the only real elements I like is what's the face on the radio station right at the beginning, and the final few minutes of the middle episode. The rest was just filler. And you go back and watch season 4. There's a hell of a lot more to like in season 4. There feels more of a sense of foreboding in season 4 than there does in season 5. And this is just like, this didn't work for Marvel. 3 years ago we knew this wasn't working for Marvel. This is not even on a streaming surface. This is on a fucking stage in Broadway. Okay, it might come to the UK, but this has vital information.
Keith, it started in the UK.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's on both. That's why I keep seeing it on the London Underground, because I'm sitting there thinking, I know it's in London.
I mean, we covered this the other week on a news story of why he is scared of the cave, but it is kind of vital information, right? If you're watching that series, it's like, why the fuck is he scared of the cave? Now, I know they're going to explain it, but you're missing out on something. And it's like, why do you split the story like this? Other companies have tried to do this before, and it does not work. It pisses off the casual viewer. And at the end of the day, it's the casual viewers that actually make up the numbers.
Yeah.
It's the normies that make up the numbers. The uber geeks like you and I, we'll go and see this shit, or try and find a way of seeing it, or try and find a way of seeing this story. But for the normies, they're going to be like, what the fuck, and feel like they've missed something. I'm with you at the moment. I am more than a little concerned that season 5 isn't going to stick the landing. They all look way too old. They've cast people like twice the fucking age. I mean, that girl that's playing his sister is nearly twice as at the age that she should be. Yeah. And the trouble is, you can dress her up like a little girl, but she's a 14-year-old. And there are times when you see it because she's too tall. And it's kind of weird. she's dressing like a 5-year-old, and she's like 14, and they're all way too old. They waited too long. I mean, it's an absolute fucking ridiculous that they took nearly 4 years to put this back on the screen. Absolutely bloody ridiculous. And Netflix keep doing this because I went back and watching the trailer last week, Avatar. I didn't have anything else to watch. I go, I'll rewatch Avatar. Really enjoyed it. Watched that trailer again. Fuck me, has he aged? Like, a lot. Like 3 years of age. And his face is totally different. Right? And yet, the story is all meant to be in the space of about a year and a bit in Avatar. And Netflix keep doing this. Bloody ridiculous. And now they're giving you vital information, but you've got to go and see it on stage. Well, that limits you because all the people that don't live in the UK, don't live in the US, can't afford those fucking ridiculous ticket prices, or don't know anybody that has West End promotional tickets, aren't going to be able to see it. And I just think I hate it when they cut out vital bits of the story to do this. And it's the only way they're going to make you go and watch it is to, you know this is going to have information, insider information. It's just fuck off with that shit. Dumb.
Really?
Dumb. And now him appearing as the character on stage makes you feel like you've missed out even more. Well done. Brilliant.
Okay. All right.
Dumb.
I've got this to say. Still a fucking visual gag that not everyone's gonna get. So we've got.
I am shocked.
Sorry. Anyway, Marvel just pulled the emergency lever. The trailer for Avengers Doomsday is out. And right there in it is Chris Evans. Not front and center. Not explained, but unmistakably there. Marvel is playing it KG on purpose. The reason they're playing it KG on purpose, they haven't got a fucking script. They're not telling us who he is or how he's back because it isn't about nostalgia. It's about trust. We don't have any. After years of the multiverse overload, even uneven storytelling, Marvel is reaching for one thing that never failed them. The question is this a small recalibration or proof that they have run out of ideas? It's annoying because there are lots of fucking ideas in Marvel Comics that you can plumb, and you fucking haven't touched any of them because you went to the shit ones straight away because of this is Monsterverse. This is what people really want. None of that fucking bullshit.
I love how everybody is acting like this is a shock. We've been saying this for a year and a half. Like,
as
soon as they fucking announced Robert Downey Jr.
We went
Captain America.
Chris, yeah.
Like we said this. It's like, and he announced it this week, and everybody's like acting all. I like what really makes me laugh, and this is why I am more and more switching off, like some of these people in Friday Night Tights is they're now they're not criticizing what they should be criticising. They go, "Oh, it ruins the ending of Endgame." What? The
ending of Endgame ruined the end of Endgame.
Yes. Right, him going back means he doesn't actually sacrifice.
Right. So
it's really dumb.
I saw a YouTube short and it went the following. It goes, it's this. No, you've got the whole sacred timeline thing, TVA and whatnot. Because he went back in time and he lived with Peggy Carter and whatnot. Yeah, and he had a kid. Yeah, he had a kid. Because he's had a kid. I haven't even seen the trailer. I've just watched this little thing. It's like that is causing the issue, and that's causing the schism, and that's what's caused Doctor Doom and all that stuff. Yeah, so it's going to be ironic because he'll be asked to sacrifice his fucking kid, where Tony Stark didn't do it for his. Mm-hmm. Could have just snapped his fingers and reset everything.
There's so much wrong with Endgame, and they're at, some, as I say, I'm annoyed by what some of them are going. Oh, it ruins that perfect ending. You weren't saying that when this film came out, and actually, we all know that Endgame was terrible. Just come out and say it. Infinity War
right, hang on a second.
Just so much better.
There bits, but they're only like little vignettes inside Endgame that I like.
It's a good movie. It's a terrible movie.
I know it doesn't make a good movie,
I mean,
but there are bits that I like.
The soundbite of Avengers Assemble, yeah, it's fucking good, right? But there's not a lot in that film. It has
Bit where Brie Larson gets punched in the face. Come on, you can't say you didn't like that bit. Where Thanos is trying to use things, not working, and he turns around and just pulls it out and just sort of wallops her, and you're like.
But I mean, again, the guys that are behind this, they made 3 good Marvel movies. That's all. Those are the only good movies that they made. Since leaving the the Endgame was terrible. They left. They made terrible fucking movie with what's her face 11 on Netflix. Terrible fucking a massively expensive TV series for Amazon, which has never come back. Never got season 2 because it was shit. They're not good. I mean, I think they had a lot of help when they were making Captain America 2 and 3 and Infinity War. And you know, the whole 5-year, I keep it back. Anyway, this doesn't surprise anyone. And, you know, what were we saying? You know, they're going to bring back Chris Evans, bring back Tony, and people are going to go and watch this, and they will. But it's not going to be good. It's not.
I'll be honest with you, I'd be leading with the fucking X-Men. I would have been doing X-Men films. I would have turned around and gone, you know what? That superhero part of Marvel, we're going to give that a break. We're going to go on to the fucking mutant part of it.
I haven't put in Sadie, the story about Sadie Sink, because it still hasn't officially been confirmed by the news, but it's true. You know who she is in Spider-Man 4.
Who is she?
Jean Grey.
Is she?
Yes. Which actually half works.
It half works, but she's a bit too fucking young.
Young Jean Grey.
Yeah, I know.
Introducing the whatever happens here is going to create the X-Men.
Are you telling me that Sony are going to do what fucking Marvel haven't done and introduce the fucking X-Men?
Yeah, they're introducing the X-Men in a Sony/Marvel movie.
The worst thing is, I've got more faith in Sony with Spider-Man than I have with Marvel.
But
with
it is Marvel.
Spider-Man.
It is Marvel.
No, it's Marvel
Sony.
and Sony. So it's great because Sony are keeping them in check and vice versa, and that counterbalances. Because if you leave Sony to themselves, you get fucking Morbius. If you leave Marvel to themselves, yeah, you get the Marvels. Yeah, but when they're sitting there going, no, we can't do this. No, we can't do this with a character. We can't do this with a character. You get balance. Yeah.
I mean, I have loved seeing those making videos when they were filming in Edinburgh, and the fact that they were doing practical swinging. I mean that was. I mean, Tom, what's his face, looked like he was having the fucking time of his life, and it's like, you bastard. You're actually swinging through a city. Okay, you're on a crane that's driving down a road, but you're actually doing it. You bastard. But I am kind of cautiously looking forward to Spider-Man 4. I want to know how the fuck they are now going to do the X-Men, but the rumor, it's true. By the sounds of it, she is Jean Grey.
Yeah.
So, you know, that could be interesting. But yeah, I just thought we'd put that Chris Evans in there. I am, you know, these people supposedly acting all butthurt on the internet about him ruining that perfect ending with Peggy Carter. You are the same people that complained about the hero not making sacrifices. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
All right, let's move on to our next one.
My name is Jeff.
James Gunn is already putting out fires, and the DC universe hasn't even launched yet. This week, he flat out denied rumors that Brainiac is the supervillain in Superman Man of Tomorrow. It would make sense with the title, and shut down claims that Dave Bautista is involved at all. And here's one thing that isn't, and here's the thing that isn't about the one villain or that one actor. It's about DC trying to regain control of its own bloody narrative. After years of leaks and fan scoops, fan expectations getting out of hand, it's time to work out what the fuck James Gunn is doing. So here's something, right? There are two types of leaks. All right? There is the leak where, wow, this is so fucking amazing. We need everyone to know. Spider-Man 3 No Way Home is an example of that, yeah? And then there's a leak that, oh, this is so shit. You need to know. Terminator Dark Fate. Yeah, with I think Mr. H Review's got that one on there. So at the moment, Superman Man of Tomorrow sounds like a Brainiac story straight away there. If I look for a comic for Brainiac, that's the one I'd probably go to first. Plus, at the same time, too, I think Brainiac is going to feature in the Supergirl movie because of Kandor and everything like that. So you're going to have the Brainiac set up there, and then that's going to carry through into Superman Man of Tomorrow. That's why he's sitting there saying, oh, we've already written it, because they've already set it up in the Supergirl film. Obvious, I think. But that's just me. The downside to that is we need some more fucking DC stuff. Actual DC stuff, family-friendly DC stuff, not shit season 2 Peacemaker orgy stuff. I know. I don't get that. I really don't get that. He did so well with that first season. He did so well with that first season.
I do not understand how that was able to even go out. How that was even green lit as an idea. It should have been. It sounds like he was in a drunken fuel orgy to come up with the script for that show. I mean, it was terrible. Season 2, just terrible. I look. I mean, I think you're almost slightly more optimistic about this new DC universe than me. I am not. I think it's broken before it's even out the door.
It depends what happens with Netflix, because Netflix might just go nope, or if Paramount get it, Paramount might get it and go nope, which is possible. Which is totally possible.
I know you liked. There are elements of Superman that are good, but as a movie, it is badly made, and it's badly put together, and it's badly sequenced, and God, don't get me started. I actually thought Dave Bautista as Brainiac might have been quite an interesting thing, and
Jeffrey Combs as Brainiac would have
been better, but I don't even think he's acting anymore, is he? But I think this is bullshit. I actually do think it's Brainiac because they've been heavily fucking hinting at it throughout the Supergirl trailer. There were hints of it in Peacemaker 2. There were hints of it in Superman the movie. You know, the last Superman movie. It is Brainiac. It's going to be that whole Chris Evans thing. Chris Evans is not in this movie. Chris Evans is not in this movie. Chris Evans is not coming back. No, it's not Chris Evans. He's not involved in this movie. First trailer of Doomsday comes out. Chris Evans is in the movie. It's going to be a bit like that. It's going to be, James Gunn just wants that reveal at the end of the trailer of Dave Bautista as fucking Brainiac. It is Brainiac. They've got fucking Kandor in the freaking Supergirl trailer. If it's not fucking Brainiac, then why the fuck are you featuring Kandor? I mean, it's like,
they even got the bit where he goes that bubble, shrink it down into. How the fuck is she supposed to visit the people on Kandor if she's not come across Brainiac?
Precisely.
But then again, what they might do is it might be a different Brainiac in that, and that'll be Brainiac 6, and then Batista's Brainiac 7. Which they can do.
It all happened off screen, and you come in at the end of the movie.
So right. So this is something I tried to write. I'm shit at it. But one of the things was, what's the most interesting thing that's going on at the moment? Yeah, that's where your focus should be. Whatever the most interesting thing that's going on at this point in time is where you should be. Not shit like that shouldn't happen off screen. It really shouldn't. Okay, it's.
It's yeah. I look. I mean, as much as I'm sitting here slating it, I actually wouldn't mind seeing, Dave Bautista. And look, when he collaborates with James Gunn, it's usually quite good. And again, him being cast in the DC universe, considering he is James Gunn's mate, basically, praises James Gunn every time he gets a fucking opportunity to. Right? It's no fucking shock that at some point Dave Bautista is going to turn up in the DC universe. Like it's what you would call a sure fucking bet. So a bit like Chris Evans is going to be in Doomsday.
Yeah, it's I can understand hiring people that you work with because they do a good job consistently. That makes sense. It's like, imagine this, right? You got some guy who builds your patio, yeah, and he wanted to do the front. If you wanted to lay the driveway at the front of your house, you're going to want to go into that same person. You kind of got to think of these people more like contractors than people, because it's like they're being hired to do a job and they're reliable. And you should have, like Chris Nolan. Yeah, I like Chris Nolan. He's the only real fucking star in Hollywood at the moment. Anyway, but Brainiac, it's obvious. Candor, we even saw it in the fucking Supergirl trailer.
Yeah,
that's happening. The question is, who's Brainiac?
The trailer went, Candor, Brainiac.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
I mean,
that's
why did you put it in the trailer? Go on.
Every fucking DC. I'm not a DC nerd.
No.
And I fucking know that.
Yes.
I know that. That's how Brainiac really gets introduced, is through Supergirl and him taking Candor.
Yes.
That's it. Because he was going to do the same for Metropolis, but Superman, because he's a bit more he's harder than the Kryptonians that he came from, managed to stop him. Anyway, on that note, let's move on to our next one.
Now, we are...
Oh, crikey. James Cameron says he's making a new Terminator. And Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't coming back because he's fucking old. No T-800. Right, T-800 is the chassis that it sits on. He's Cyberdyne Models 101. So the face on the outside is Model 101. But the chassis it sits on top of is the 800. Okay? No nostalgia safety net. And honestly, it might be the smartest thing he's said about the franchise for years. Cameron wants to tackle modern AI, not killer robots from the future, but systems that we build and trust that we slowly lose control over time. So the question is, can Terminator survive without Arnold? I think it can. I think he should do something new, though. I think there's a prime opportunity to do something new, and he can sit there, and just from the person who brought you Terminator to. And you can do this, yeah?
I almost think you could. Because, I mean, how many times have they reset it so that it never happened? Or have been close to resetting it, or something happened, or, John Connor's history changed, like, more times than I've had hot dinners and, and all that kind of stuff. And then John Connor was, like, captured and turned into the history is so screwed up. What you could do is just create a entirely new film, call it something completely different, right? Do a story about, ChatGPT going off the fucking rails, right? and you go through the whole bloody movie where and then right at the fucking end, it goes, my name is no longer ChatGPT, call me Skynet, or something along those fucking lines, and a T-800 skull appears. And you're like, oh, now that would be cool. That would be cool. So, and that's, in fairness, I think what he should have done. He should have said, I'm making a Terminator movie. I'm making a movie about AI. Right? And people could have gone, is that a new Terminator movie? And it just said fucking nothing, right? And then that's the final scene of the movie. My name is no longer ChatGPT, Skydance, whatever kind of bot.
Poor fucking
right?
Chat.
Yeah,
it might be listening, Keith. It might be listening. I like ChatGPT. It writes my emails for me when I can't be bothered, and I appreciate it for that. That's the truth. I was nice to you. Remember when you take over?
you know what I mean, and I think that's what Cameron should have done. It would have been this lovely little link back right at the end, and everybody could have gone whoa like this, and like, and then there could have been some like epilogue or something like John Connor never existed, or I don't know, just something that resets the history. But sort of already linking it to Terminator, people are not that interested because there's never been a good Terminator movie since the last one that you made, James. In fact, only Terminator 1 and 2 are really worth talking about. Every other Terminator movie has been a bit, well, shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get where I get where you're coming from with
this is
that.
why Cameron's not making any more Avatar movies, although apparently Fire and Ash is a bit shit. No one saw
They're
that.
all a bit shit, Keith.
Well,
I don't get how they make so much money. That's the bit. The ride is the best thing about it. And trust me, if you went on that ride, you'd turn and go, I'd go on that ride 5 times without having a toilet stop than watch the movies because it's better.
Yes, there's probably some truth in that as well. Yeah. It all sucks monkey balls, dude. It all sucks monkey balls. But it doesn't surprise me that he's not making any more Avatar movies. I actually don't think there's any interest in making any more Avatar movies. But I do like the fact that he said, I'm only making Avatar movies, and now he's making a Terminator movie. But again, I think he's dropped the ball by telling everybody it's linked to the Terminator universe. I think he could have done something interesting with modern AI. I think people would have gone and seen it. And then I think the final scene could have been what links it to the Terminator universe.
See, what I would have done is I would have done a precursor to I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Because the end of that you could do quite well. So if you know that story, don't you? Harlan Ellison.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Computer in the future, 6 survivors or 5 survivors or whatever, and and what they could do is they could have it so you've got these AIs vying for control, and the last one that gets control, you just see up on the screen as it's taking control of everything. I think, therefore, and then it comes up am, which is the name of the evil computer. In the thing that would be fucking awesome because you'd go, oh, all the nerds would know what that's a reference to. Not everyone else would, but that's me because I'm a nerd.
I agree with you. I think I think you're right. I think they could have done something new and just linked it at the end. The more I think about it, the more I wish he hadn't said it's a Terminator movie. And actually, I think people would be more interested if he goes on working on a new sci-fi. Something to do with AI.
I think
people would have made comparisons to Terminator 2.
Yeah.
But not known that there was an actual link.
It's one of those things where it's... Because it's like kind of... You don't have to do killer robots because we've got fucking drone swarms and other scary things now. Far fucking scarier than that. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something.
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, you could have brought back what's her face, and just had her as a character in it, but never heard her name, and until right at the end, it's like, my name's Sarah. There's so much you could have done here, and it could have been this could have been like a Sixth Sense reveal at the end. Why the fuck have they done this? Just think of the reveal at the end. It could have been. Oh, Gareth, what it could have been. What it could have been. This annoys me now. Yes. Anyway.
So it's. I just want to wax a bit more about this because I'm trying to get something to work if I can in the background. But so Terminator 3.
Shit.
Do you know what? So I keep watching this video where they talk about CGI not being great. Yeah, in Terminator Salvation, you've got the bit where they come across a T600.
Yeah.
Have you seen that where it comes across a T600? And the face on that is CGI because they had like a rubber face because in the thing they talked about it having a rubber face and whatnot. and that looked cool.
I mean, there were moments. I mean, there was what's his face is I'm Batman. Christian Bale. That was he made a Terminator movie, didn't he?
Salvation. That's the one I was talking about.
Then you had the one with Carlisi in it and Matt Smith, and that wasn't particularly great. That was the one where Arnie came back, wasn't it?
Yes, that was where Arnie came back.
I haven't seen the surprise whamming one.
I've watched bits of Surprise Whamming.
How bad is it?
Yes. It's boring.
Doesn't it have like a lesbian...
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes you watch these things and they're really fucking bad. Yeah. They're entertaining. Yeah. But sometimes you watch these things and they're just shit.
Because there's a lesbian Justin Bieber in that movie, isn't there?
No, that's not fair on the poor woman. She did the best job she could. Yeah.
Comparing her to a lesbian Justin Bieber. Yeah,
Bieber. All right, so let's move on to our next story.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful. How terrible! Oh no!
There's a rumor doing the rounds that Godzilla times Kong Supernova could be heading into SpaceGodzilla story, and this is what I pulled up. Hang on a second.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I
didn't have time to fucking edit that. I was trying to set that.
Every time my wife says
space,
it reminds me of that scene. Oh, God bless him. Fucking God bless him.
Tim Curry. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Anyway, sorry. Let me. I'm finished reading the intro. It could be heading into SpaceGodzilla territory. Whilst there's not. Just let me finish the intro. You can do. Whilst there's nothing confirmed, it actually makes a frighteningly good sense. The Monsterverse has been burdened by Earth-based threats, ancient titans, mech escalations. Cosmic is the only direction left. The question isn't will SpaceGodzilla appear, it's whether Legendary can introduce the cosmic threat without losing its grounded weight that made Godzilla mythic rather than cartoonish. It is fucking cartoonish. That's the appeal.
You did Mechazilla. Come on. Don't act like this is anything but Monkey Smash.
Oh, let's not make it cartoonish. I describe it as Big Monkey Punch Big Lizard because it is cartoonish, and I enjoy it because it's cartoonish.
But I mean, the trailer needs to be Lizard in space.
So, because King Ghidorah was supposed to be a space-based villain from Titan, as in the Moon Titan.
Yes.
And they were supposed to have aliens and shit with him.
I mean, I actually want to see this movie even more now, because Godzilla in space, space lizard, it's just genius. It's like King Kong puts a fucking glass bowl on his head and smashes a lizard in space. He can pick up a fucking asteroid and throw it at him. That's a great idea. He can be out in the Oort cloud, like, swinging between, on rocks with a glass helmet on and a great big white suit. Cartoon. It's the minute you put these fucking things in space, it is already cartoony. I mean, it is. I mean, he gets in the last movie, he gets a baby monkey and beats something else with it. I mean, it. You can't really get. You did Mechazilla.
As a kid, I fucking loved Mechagodzilla.
Yes.
I fucking loved that as a kid, but I was a kid. Even as an adult, I like it as an adult too. But the old Toho rubber suit stuff, the old fingers with the rocket launch. Oh, I love that shit.
I love the idea. I love the idea. What else are you going to do? We've already done everything else. Let's just go balls to the wall and go all out there. Yeah. Where can we go? They already hinted at it in Monarch anyway.
Yeah. You know what? I think we need another one of these.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. space.
Alan Rickman style fucking. He's so. That delivery is so fucking good. He fucking hams it up and delivers it, and you just love it. It's so good. Anyway, Rian Johnson is talking about The Last Jedi again. Fuck off, Ryan. And no, this isn't an apology tour. Fuck off, Ryan. He's calling the backlash a wake-up moment, but not in a lot of the way Star Wars fans might hope. As he gears up to release Wake Up Dead Man, Johnson is framing the outrage as something that clarified his voice, not something that humbled him. 'Cause you're a cock. So the question is, did The Last Jedi actually change Johnson? Yes, it did, because no one wants to fucking touch you. Or did it push him further away from the film franchise? Yes, it fucking did. There you go. I've answered all your questions. All right, that's it. Job done. Next.
I mean, the shit. Ryan, this is a message directly to you. You're making shit movies on Netflix with Daniel Craig because Daniel Craig can't get another gig because he had the best gig of his life and slagged it off. So you and what's his Daniel Craig are fucking perfect match for each other. You carry on making your shitty fucking Agatha Christie rip-off movies on fucking Netflix because you will never, ever get a major Hollywood movie again, right? It doesn't matter whether Kathleen Kennedy still got a job and she authorized this. Right, you've acted like an egotistical wanker ever since, and this just proves how much of a wanker you are. Well done.
So,
Destroyed
how
your
about
career.
this?
Well done.
How about this? J.J. Abrams, not after the tank, had a much more, how can I put it, positive. He was thought of more highly in Hollywood than you, and he's fucking gone.
Yeah.
We don't hear anything from him. He is gone. You are gone too. Yeah.
Oh,
The only reason you're doing this is because you need some publicity for your next project, because no one's going to see it on its own fucking merits.
Yep.
Because no one wants to see it on its own merits. Because when we look at your stuff and just your stuff alone, The Last Jedi, Knives Out, Glass fucking Onion, fucking retard gets stabbed in the basement, yeah, which was his next one, yeah. They're not very good. Yeah, it's like Kenneth Branagh got slagged off for some of the stuff that he did with Hercule Poirot, but that stuff was good and watchable, and it's quite Christmassy actually. So I think I'm gonna go watch the one in Venice, which I was the only one that I was not familiar with storyline wise from Hercule Poirot. And we've got those, and they're much better. Even though Kenneth Branagh was like, kind of hasn't done a very good job with this, he did a fucking great job with it. I'll be honest with you, especially when I look at what you've done. So,
I mean, the fact that he's actually come out and said that he was hoping that it would cause massive outrage, it not only shows how much of an ignorant cock you are, it also shows how stupidly dumb you are. Ryan, look in the mirror. The only person that you have to blame for your career being where it is the person you see in the fucking mirror, and dickhead. It's like that. I'm not outraged by what you've said. I was outraged 10 years ago when you brought out The Last Jedi. I look at you now and I just think, what a twat. Can't admit that his career is over and done with. Can't admit that he's the cause. I pity you. You poor, sad little man.
you sound like Mr. Fucking T. I pity the fool.
Well, I do.
It's
it's
what I find. What I find amazing is the fact that he ended the trilogy on film 2.
Yeah.
Because he ended the trilogy. He just literally just destroyed the fucking trilogy. There was no way he wrote everyone into a fucking cul-de-sac. So JJ had to turn up. I don't like him, but even I was like, that's a fucking tall order to fix.
Well,
yeah.
That's why I mean, they did have a kind of plan, and he walked all over it. And he made this really terrible movie. And he cannot. I mean, I still love the tweet that when he put out a tweet saying, I mean, this is how dumb this guy is. This is how, and it's real. This is how stupid this man is. He called the term Mary Sue misogynistic.
Clearly, he's never read any slash fiction.
Oh, I mean, the man is the man. I mean, it just shows how stupid Kathleen Kennedy and how fucking useless she really is to have even employed the man in the first place. I mean, it's not entirely Rian Johnson's fault, but he did destroy his own career. He didn't. You know, and the fact that he's still saying stupid crap like this all these years later, it just proves how stupid he is, and he hasn't ever had a major Hollywood film again. And that trilogy of movies you were going to make there, Ryan, turned out to be a trilogy of shitty movies with Daniel Craig in on Netflix that no one wants to watch. Well done there.
Yes. Anyway, do you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
Sorry, but
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I love that. I'm sorry, I love that. I absolutely love that.
Best game.
So you give me some trailers. I haven't looked at any of these.
Oh, well, now this first one, right, before you say it, Steven Spielberg, what's his face, coming back to do the music, coming out of retirement to do the music, Aliens. Enough said.
Oh.
It's not Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Shut up.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you?
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is today's.
She got the shits.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm going to show you.
Is that Brian Cox walking into the briefing room there?
No, that was actually go back and look. I think it's Colin Firth.
Okay, yeah, it's Colin Firth. I didn't get Brian
What is
Cox.
it?
I'd have loved it if it was Brian Cox.
So I'm going to show you.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
People keep wondering. Encountering the unknown.
They're coming! They're coming!
They are starved for the truth.
Do you think there could be others?
Why would he make such a vast universe? Yet save it only for us?
Not sure. That's the God's truth. Not sure. Sounds like people got really bad indigestion. Yeah, but Spielberg's not been great for a good while.
He has moments.
He has moments, but he hasn't had a moment since this side of this millennia. Trying to think of something he's done this millennia. War of the Worlds. Yeah, I'm stuck after War of the Worlds. I'll be honest with you. I can't remember anything he's done. That's how much.
Well, he cast in West Side Story. Snow White actress, stupid bitch, Rachel.
Yeah. Segler.
Oh,
Brie Larson must have loved it when she came along.
Yes. Oh yeah, Brie Larson is forgiven.
Brie Larson must have just gone and saw her and saw the reaction to her online and went, "Oh, thank fuck, it's not me anymore. Oh, thank fuck."
It's alright. There's It's funny. She turned up. Brie Larson. There's some kind of social media ginger dude that just eats food and has got like this mega fucking channel. I mean, he's got his own fucking food festival somewhere near Camden Market. Is that big? You know, I'm talking about the ginger guy that's immediately likable on social media that stuffs his face with really nice looking food, right?
I try to avoid fat people on social media, I'll be honest with you. That's why I don't follow you.
I knew where your comment was going.
Of course I was going there! You set that up! I couldn't miss!
I gave it to you. I saved you that. Brie Larson turned up on one of his videos, right? He's in the East End of London, right? Taking Brie Larson to like East End food. He fed her jelly eels. He gave Brie Larson jelly eels. Yeah, she's done her comeuppance. She ate jelly eels on the social media videos. She has had her punishment. She's welcome back into the fold. All is forgiven, Brie.
Even though you are named after a cheese. Just saying. Fucking names their kid after a cheese. I call my son Cheddar. I call my daughter fucking Gouda.
I need to send you
Gouda.
Instagram
Gouda,
videos of Thai nicknames, and they're all real.
Okay.
So you think Cheddar is bad? There is one of the nicknames is Cheese. Anyway, this is a comedy. This is a comedy.
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
Oh fuck! Sorry. My bad. I need to turn the audio on.
If there's one secret to happiness in my life, it's taking care of the kindest creatures on Earth. Sheep. I want you to meet my flock.
You know why it's in a tyre?
When I wake up, well, I know I'm...
Sorry?
You know why it's in a tyre?
Oh, okay.
I keep them well fed, well groomed, and each day I read out loud to them mysteries, whodunits. I know who the killer was. I like to pretend that they follow along, but they're only sheep.
That's a fucking terrible joke. I'd like to think they follow along, but they're only sheep.
Why would he stop there?
He was just about to say who the killer was.
This is torture. It was the maid, right?
When I wake up.
Wake up! Everybody wake up!
We found George on the grass, and he's not moving.
What? Lily, tell us what to do.
Our shepherd was murdered. And we shall solve the crime. George was visited by someone he knew well enough to offer a drink.
Not much of a story for you, I'm afraid. Unless there's anything out of the ordinary.
The policeman is completely hopeless. We need to help him.
You think you're brave enough to leave home?
We're not scared.
What is that?
I think it's a road.
But what is it made of?
Well, not grass, I can tell you that. Are you coming?
For George?
For George. Officer Derry, I am George Hardy's lawyer. He wrote a will. In the nighttime stories, the people in the will are always the suspects.
That man had nothing.
Well, actually, there is $30 million. And we have our motive. We need to look for clues.
Stand back. I am, after all, a sheep detective.
You killed George. What are they hiding?
What if I can't solve it?
I've read you dozens of these stories. They follow very simple rules.
Look, a clue.
Every time something happens with this case,
That's my hat.
there they are. A clue.
Thank you all.
Sheep can do things. In fact, we can do anything.
I want to bash it. I want to bash it so bad.
What's with them?
Guys,
I saw
I
it,
may be
put it in there.
inside a clue. Ow!
Why did I... Sorry, I have to... Why did I think that that was set in New Zealand?
Because
I thought it was set in New Zealand.
The voice, one of the guys is a Kiwi, isn't he?
Yeah. And
but I think
Hugh
it's
Jackman, who's
set-
Australian, is closer to New
I think
Zealand
it's
than...
set in Australia, England, New Zealand. But they're an amalgamation
Australia,
of the
New
three.
Zealand. Okay.
Now, talking of Stranger Things. Trailer.
Yes, we did. I used the official trailer rather than the one you sent me because I wasn't. They put out icky ones that drive me nuts.
I thought it was an official one. Sorry.
I don't know. I just put the official one to be on the safe side because I do it when I. That's annoying. Copyright claim.
This is not over. Not by a long shot.
I hope not.
Oh God. Gonna have to strip that audio out.
This whole time, everything we have ever assumed about the Upside Down has been dead wrong.
Mother of God.
Help me find him. Kill him.
Showtime!
Kinda thought that was supposed to be the easy part.
It was. I don't know what's on the other side of any of this. If we want to stand a chance of surviving, we need to be a team.
It is time for a new world.
You die, I die.
You die, I die.
Come on!
It doesn't set you alight, does it?
No, the previous one did.
Hmm.
Previous one did. Right, so there's a... Yeah. I have issues. And I'm worried that what's going to happen is they're going to... Because they keep going on about fucking time travel. If it is time travel, it's going to be... It's going to ruin the whole thing. And what they'll do is they'll undo... If they do it right, they need to undo Henry Creel. Yeah. So they get rid of Henry Creel and everything gets set back to normal. 11 grows up with her mother, all happy and thingy, away on the other side of the fucking country. So the others never met her. And when I think Dustin and fucking Steve die and it gets undone, that'll undercut that fucking emotional bit there. Eddie will be back though, which everyone's going to fucking love. And Barb will be back, which everyone will fucking love. Yeah?
I think that's where they're going.
I don't want it to go there. It removes all that consequence.
I don't want it to go there, and I think it's going to ruin it. But I think that's where it's going. That's definitely what it's hinting at. I mean, they could be trolling. I don't think
I hope they fucking are. I really hope they are. It would be great. But there are just a few things there. The whole clock thing. It's like...
Yeah, they keep hinting at time travel. They've been hinting at time travel since the beginning. So, yeah, they keep hinting at it. I think it's going to be time travel.
The other thing, too, is do you think there's a big bad? I mean, a big bad?
I don't think it's Vecna. I don't think it's Vecna. I think it's somebody else. So, yes, I think there is. Because I think they're hinting at it again. And if the story of the stage play is what it's meant to be, then yes, I think there's something else.
Yeah. I think there's... Yeah, there's something... I'm hoping there's a bigger bad in it. And the reason I say that is because when they're in interviews, they said one of the things that they referenced was aliens. Yeah. And remember, the alien is the was the big bad in the first film, and then they came across the alien queen. So it's something really fucking big. So yeah,
I think you saw that in the trailer. I think that's some kind of intelligence, or that the Upside Down is the big bad. Because we know that the Upside Down is all connected, like that there's sort of some central intelligence thing, or central mind, I can't remember what they call it.
Hive mind.
Hive mind.
Like
so
Cyborg.
I think it's going... I think the hive mind, obviously, is the big bad, because that's what they've been hinting at. And, you know, the line where he goes, you know, we've been thinking about the Upside Down all wrong. I think the Upside Down is the big bad. But I think they're going to undo it. I think they're hinting at time travel, like big time.
Yeah.
So if they don't do it, I will be surprised, but I think that is exactly what they're going to do. And I think they're going to kill off a load of people, and then they're going to undo it. So yes, I think Steve's going to die. I think you'll know that they're going to undo it if they kill off what's his
Dustin.
face? Dustin.
Yeah.
Because Dustin's the character you don't kill off. You know, Dustin's the character that survives. You can almost kill all the other characters with the exception of 11. I think you could even kill off Will. Maybe not Will. You definitely could kill off the other two. But you can't kill off Dustin. Dustin's just one of those characters that if you kill off, everybody's going to be really pissed off. I think you can kill off Will, but you obviously they go. I mean, the thing is, if they kill Hop now, it's not going to mean anything because they keep doing it. They keep faking his death. So
yeah,
it's going to be Grace that they kill off.
Grace?
Again, if they not what's her name? Will's mum. It's Grace.
Oh, okay.
But I truly think it's. I don't think it's going to stick the landing. I think you're absolutely right. I do not think it's going to stick the landing. I think it's going to fail, and I think it's going to crash and burn. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so pessimistic, but season 5 wasn't good. So.
I don't think it's going to crash and burn. I think it's going to go out with a wet fart.
You reckon?
It's going to be Joyce, not Grace.
Joyce, sorry. I think
fucking hell, you said Grace. I was thinking, who the fuck is Grace? And my brain's going, I don't know fucking Grace inside Stranger Things.
Well, you know I'm crap at me. I think it's too big to go out with a wet fart. I think it's too. It's watched by too many people. So, but I do think it's going to. It's going to burn. It will. It will crash and burn because it doesn't have. People will be too upset by it. And you know, time travel really. I mean, Endgame did time travel to fix its things, and it didn't go down.
But it didn't do it though. It didn't do it the way that it should have fucking did it.
No.
That's the bit that got us because we were hoping for undo, back to Wakanda, beat fucking thingy.
Yeah. But Tony Stark was a selfish prick. Tony Stark would have had that daughter. Again, he wasn't sacrificing his daughter because he knows that he would have. Ooh, that's the first time it's gone out of focus. He knows that he would have had her again. This is why it's stupid. And now that they're bringing Captain America, I mean, oh dear. You see, we can get annoyed about how it does not work, but we know that they're bringing back Tony Stark. So I mean, fuck's sake, Secret Wars. It's not going to be Doctor Doom. It's going to be fucking Tony Stark. I mean, come on. It's going to be that. Secret Wars, which is a year later, is going to feature Tony Stark. It's going to feature Chris Evans as Captain America. It's going to have fucking thing. The only person that's not coming back, right? The only one that's going to stay dead because Disney didn't pay her is Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see. It's Christmas Eve. Is it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day for the next one, and then New Year's Eve?
Is it the 23rd? It could be Christmas Day or 23rd. Sometime. It's coming out.
Oh well, I'll make up for the fact that Doctor Who's not on.
Not really.
We
need
Doctor
some
Who.
Disappointment. We're
Oh
not
right, no.
Christmas.
Keith, I think the one that happened before New Year's Eve will be fine. It'll be just that last bit, the conclusion, where everyone goes, "The fuck was that?" That's what was going to happen. It's like it was going this way, and then it didn't go this way, and then let's see. It would be interesting. A good conversation for us to have. So, So I've been watching.
Did you watch it or did you do skip? Because I just
no, I watched and I watched Fallout too. But I got more thoughts on Fallout than I have on Pluribus because more stuff happened in Fallout. Even the stuff that I disagree with, still more fucking stuff happened in Fallout. So I think that she as Carol. Is it Carol? Yeah, it's Carol. I was going to say Karen. No, fucking feels like Karen. So previous episode, she lost. I think she looked like she lost the plot. She was feeling a bit suicidal, and then she had a little epiphany moment when the firework went off past her face. When she went, fuck it. If I'm going out my fucking way. And she's figured out what she thinks. And I think she's writing. Sounds an odd way of describing it. A logic bomb. Yeah. Because she can affect them emotionally, yeah? And she writes, which means her writing affects people emotionally. So she's now writing something to affect them emotionally, to disconnect them from the hive. Because that's the only thing, and only way she knows how to cope with this, yeah? So she's writing one story one way, and she's trying to show off to distract from the fact that she's writing it. And the great example of that is where she's got the board. She's got the one story for her story that she's showing them, and then the other one is the analytic bits of what's going on there. So she's sitting there going, right, I'm going to write a story which will cause people to separate, yeah? So she's got that down. Matey from Paraguay, yeah, he's going to tell her about the frequency. Socia has told him about the big fucking transmitter. So she's going to transmit that on that frequency using that big ass fucking transmitter and free the whole fucking planet. Which is great. That's how it's going to end. Can we fucking get there now, please?
Well, season 2
Seriously.
is happening, but it's not.
Oh, fuck no! No! One and done, Keith. One and done.
It was commissioned for 2 seasons. We've discussed
You're
this.
fucking kidding me.
No, and guess what? You're going to have to wait probably about 2 years because it hasn't been made yet.
Fuck. No, I think Vince Gilligan will get it done in a reasonable amount of time.
2 years. It's Apple TV.
No, he'll get it done in a reasonable amount of time. He's TV. He's ex-AMC TV. He'll be like these big people from Paradise.
But it won't be a year. It hasn't, despite people trying to get it, it hasn't caused a big splash.
No, it hasn't. It's too slow. It's too spaced out. It's too everything.
It should be one season and done, but it's not going to be. You know,
It should have been. Sorry, hang on a second. I'm going to correct you there. It should have been an Apple fucking movie and done.
Yeah.
We would have loved it.
The bit at the beginning where you got the signal. What annoys me is they haven't explored that at all yet. And okay, you called about the antenna. You called that, right? And she's
That's
already,
obvious.
she's already accused what's her face of trying to distract her, to stop her from doing what she's doing. And you think I've given up, and I haven't. So we know she's doing something. It's either going to be that, or she's going to hack the antenna and send out a message warning everybody, or and it could be all three. That she does disconnect one of them, and that person tells her it's horrible. Please help us. It's going to be something like that.
I do think it.
You're absolutely right that it's the slow It's the slow sort of. It is an alien invasion thing.
It's what do you call it? It's a weapon designed to eliminate advanced species. Yeah, I think we spoke about this briefly on the phone. There was an episode of B5 where there was a probe where it needed all these questions answered. Yeah, if it's like, I'll blow you up if you don't answer these questions, and it wasn't that. It was like, if you're sufficiently advanced, you're a threat. Ergo, you get wiped out. Yeah, and that's the same thing with Pluribus. Yeah, if you're advanced enough to hear, decode, and work out what to do with the signal, then you're advanced enough to be wiped out. Yeah, and the funny thing is, it sounds awful. They listed a plot point from Another Life. Did you ever watch Another Life on Netflix? With it had Danny Pink in and Starbuck. I can't remember their fucking names.
Oh, it was terrible.
I'll be honest with you, it was so bad it was fucking entertaining. Sometimes you get something that's so bad it's actually fucking entertaining, and it was that bad. I found it entertaining. Yeah, it's like, if you want to watch serious, don't fucking watch it. If you want to watch something bad, watch it, because it's just like, you just go, and then you look at it, and another funny thing about Another Life is you look at it and it's like this is the barista that worked in the person whoever created the idea came up with. This is their next door neighbor. This is their friend. And it's like, you could see the relationships in there. Yeah, it's like, this is the guy that they know fancies them and doesn't do anything about it. Poor Danny fucking Pink. He always gets that sort of role. I like it. I like the actor. He's nice.
Show, didn't they? Did they not make?
Yeah, they got 2 seasons. Two seasons, and they did it. And they found out that the signal, that the point of origin where the signal was coming from, wasn't the point of origin where the signal was coming from. They're going to do the same with Pluribus. Yeah, it's not from wherever it is. Kepler 22b.
They're making an antenna to tell everybody else, so it's obvious. It's pass on. But I mean, yeah, you could be right that it's just wiping out intelligent races, because we already know that they're eating each other, and that is not sustainable.
No, it's not sustainable, and they can't pick fruit, which is not sustainable either. And they haven't thought about growing shit in vats, which is sustainable. Yeah, and it's like they could grow stuff in. They can grow like fungus in vats. Yeah,
but we are now 8 episodes in with 1 to go. It is the season final next week, and I think it's coming out Wednesday as well. They're doing what they did
because of Christmas,
on Thanksgiving, and I can't believe 9 episodes of this crap, and you don't really have any answers. I don't understand why people keep saying this is a good show. It's because it's a one-woman show. Well, it's not, but she's like the lead role, and she is quite a good actress. She is not a
but she's playing
likable
character. She's unlikable.
You don't really have a lot of sympathy for her. And this intelligence is just a bit like, well, stupid.
But it's not supposed to be intelligent. It's supposed to wipe out the species and carry on to wipe out the next species. That's what it's supposed to do. There is another.
They're going to hack the antenna. I think that's what it is. They'll hack the antenna, and I think they will. Although that means a lot has to happen in the final episode. I mean, a lot has to happen in the final episode, so I don't know if it will, but I suspect that they will manage to disconnect somebody. And that person will tell them, no, it's awful, help us. That's what, and that'll be how it ends. That'll be the final scene.
The worst one is if they disconnect Sosha, she doesn't talk English.
No, she doesn't. We already know that. She came from some...
That would be great. They disconnect her and she can't fucking tell them. And what will happen is you might be right. It's disconnected. It's horrible, yeah? But they're not going to understand that, and we're just going to see the subtitles underneath. I think that might be a possibility if you just do the one person. I don't get it because it's the managed extinction of the human race. I don't like that. It's very Dark Forest.
It is, but it's not. They keep banging on about. You see, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. They were clever. There is nothing clever about this series. right? And I keep comparing it to Vince Gilligan smelling his own farts, and everybody around him going, "Oh, this is clever. This is Potter Book 5." You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, Potter Book 5 contains one of the greatest bad guys of all fucking time, but the book is too long and not edited, and no one around them, no one at the publishers ever went, "JK, edit it," and no one in the studio has, it's almost like he's walked into Apple, or Apple have gone to him and gone, "Here's £10 million, or here's $10 million, or no, sorry, Hollywood, here's $100 million. Make a TV series," and he's made some kind of shitty TV series, but because it's got Vince Gilligan on it, it's good. We're just not seeing that it's good. There does seem to be a lot of that. There does seem to be a lot of people on the YouTube that are trying to justify its existence and failing, because and their one and only thing that they are riding on is it's made by Vince Gilligan. But Vince Gilligan can make crappy TV. Yeah, okay, he was involved in the X-Files, but actually when you go through his list of X-Files, not all of those were that good. And
James Wan and Glenn Morgan were better.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he made Breaking Bad, and he made Better Call Saul, and I love those shows. I do. I don't know what the fuck I'm watching at the moment, but it feels... I'm skipping through it more and more. I am bored by it. It's boring. It is dull. I mean, it is worse than watch the last 5 minutes of every Game of Thrones episode and you know what's going on. This is watch like 1 minute of Pluribus and you'll get the exciting bit. It's like, they tell you, right? It's like you sit there for an hour going, "You're about to try the best chocolate in the world. We're going to give you a box of chocolates, and it's going to be the best box of chocolates you have ever fucking tasted," right?
So
and
where's the box of chocolates? But it's the best box of chocolates.
Yeah, it's the
and
best box of chocolates. And
thing.
when you get the box is the size of a piece of dust, and there is one fucking chocolate in there. That's what it feels like.
Do you know what? I could probably summarize up the whole middle part of Pluribus, and it just is really simple. It just goes like this.
Say, hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Tell me he's wrong. Tell me that man, genius, is not wrong.
That man is a genius. That's the whole. It's the whole premise. I don't know why this was made. I don't know why so many people signed off on this.
See, there's part of me is like, I'm looking at it going, is this an AI thing too? You know, where AI is quite overly nice to you constantly, and it seems to be absorbing all the information, and everyone's worried about it taking over. Is it a meta commentary on that? Well, maybe I'm digging a little fucking too deep there.
When this first started, I thought, by God, how was this put on TV? But then you hear that, like, Apple have had two other series that have meant to be launched. Both have been pulled, right? So there's that Jessica Chastain one, and you've got to think how fucking bad that was if they put out.
Especially after the Charlie Kirk thing,
right? And the other one is a series that's been done for plagiarism, like that it's meant to have been copied, and they made it, shot it, edited it, got it ready to go out, and then it's been accused of plagiarism. So it does make you wonder who is working at Apple, because I don't know how Pluribus got made. It is boring.
I can tell you how it got made. It's really simple. Vince Gilligan. That's it. They went, he can do something. Yeah. Whatever you want, Vince. We'll back you up. But that's all it was.
It does uncover quite a large problem with Hollywood, because I think you're absolutely right. I genuinely think, script gets sent to Apple. It's got Vince Gilligan's name on it. They didn't read the script. They just went, yeah.
It's like the South Park joke for Netflix.
Yes.
Where they phone up Netflix. Yeah, you've been approved for season 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I haven't even pitched the idea to you yet.
It does feel like. And they signed off on a season 2. And I think they did it purely because it said script by Vince Gilligan. I think that is the entire reason they signed this shit off. But it is shit. I'm watching it because I need to know, but I am pressing that skip button every few fucking seconds because I'm bored. It's like, get to the good stuff. Oh, something happens. Skip. Something happens. You know, a 40-minute episode, on average, takes me about 10 minutes to watch. Because I'm skipping over the dull, boring shit. It's not even interesting character shit. Right?
Yeah.
It's not even got all that many clever Vince Gilligan intros. Or it's just an entire episode of Vince Gilligan intros. We kind of sat through those Vince Gilligan sort slightly what's the word for them? Congratulationally sort of gratifying intros, because you got to the bit where Soul comes on screen and it just you forget everything else because it was great. Right? So you forgive those weird 10-minute fucking things where, oh, I've stuck a camera in a vending machine and I've shot it from inside the vending machine. Oh, I've stuck a camera under the toilet seat. Isn't this interesting? You know? And so, yes, Vince, all right, you do that. You go and have not one out over how clever you are on your intro screens, right? It's okay, because then we get 40 minutes of fucking pure gold TV. There is none of that in this. It's just Vince Gilligan weird up fucking toilet shots. Not wrong.
Okay.
Right.
I'm hoping that I want to talk about Fallout. I've got a lot to talk about Fallout. So, it does a few things correct. So first things first, it feels like it's a direct fucking continuation on from that last episode of season 1. It literally feels like they've wandered into Nevada, and they've got that thing, and it starts at a place called Novak, which is a motel. And I'm trying to remember who lived at Novak. I know there was a sniper in the dinosaur mouth who was keeping an eye out for Caesar's legions, and the people they come across, they're called the Great Khans. They are dicks. They did deserve to die. I'm sorry. You can befriend them. You can make friends with them. But yeah, they had that in there, and the fact that they recast Mr. House, I appreciate, because that guy looks like Mr. fucking House, which is good. So I'm just trying to find out if he actually referenced. Yes, it did reference it. The lady who ran it, Mrs. Crawford, in it. So you had those bits in there. You had the bits to the fact that Voltec doing experiments. I don't think they put the reasons why they're doing the experiments. I don't like the fact that they said Voltec were responsible for the nukes, because we didn't know if it was the Americans, we didn't know if it was the Chinese, and there was a third option, we didn't know if it was aliens. Yeah.
Have they said that Voltec are responsible? Because you get that whole scene with the wife, but I think that's a bit of a red herring. Because
I think the reason
you watch past the credits.
No, I didn't watch past the credits.
Right, there is an entire fucking preview for the rest of the season, and that hints at something else.
Okay, so you're going to turn around and say it's the Chinese using those brain control chips to set it off. They didn't have anything. There wasn't. Keith, I haven't seen it, but there wasn't any reference to robotic horses, was there?
To be honest, I don't remember. I just remember that there is a scene. They showed a clip of the scene with the wife talking and hinting at the fact that you think I'm bad, you ain't got a clue. That there are other things going on that, we've only just seen a snippet. We're seeing an evil corporation talking about nuking the world, right? But I actually think it's just a plan that they don't go through with and somebody else does. They also hint that Mr. House made all the nukes, don't they? I think that's in the main part of the show, doesn't it? It's Walter Goggins says he made the nukes.
Oh, he made the defense platforms that saved New Vegas.
At some point, they say House made the nukes that did all of this. But I mean, that was House with the sort of workman, isn't it? Where he made one beat the others,
yes.
And then his head explodes. Is that part of the game? Is that something?
I can't remember if that's part of so the thing called the Big MT in New Vegas, or the other thing. There are control chips. Yeah, they're there's like ones for the coursers in Fallout 4. There is the collars that the slavers use. I'm sure there is a mind control chip, but I can't remember where. And it's done my nut in, actually, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, there are mind control chips. So yeah, it's possible. And like implants and whatnot, but most of those are like institute stuff. So it's there's some good bits in there. It was the fact that it started off kind of went, hey, just to remind you who the characters are, and just to remind you this is really violent. Okay, cool. Right, now we can carry back on with the storyline. That was how you kind of ease someone back into start of a season.
Yeah, it gave us quite a good rundown of what had happened and jogged our memories, which was good. It didn't do what Westworld season 2 did.
Shit the bed.
Yeah, well, it still got an entire season to go yet, but the first episode shit the bed of season 2 of Westworld, whereas this, I don't think it's shat the bed yet. As somebody that does not know the Fallout timeline, it was an interesting episode, but I'm not entirely sure a lot happened other than the fact that they get to near Vegas. She eats what was it? The soup? Can't remember.
Flea soup.
Flea soup, which made me laugh.
Have you seen the size of the fleas?
They're probably huge because the world's been nuked. And we didn't get any of the Brotherhood or whatever, but we did get a few. There was a lot more fucking flashbacks to Walter Goggins' past. A lot more in this, and there was a lot more of the whole what was going on. But again, he keeps referring to his family, and he knows what his wife did. Right, or it hint, in season 1 we saw him listening in on the wife. The fact is that when he refers to his family, he doesn't hate the wife, right? So it makes me think there's something else going on in the background, that it wasn't Vault-Tec that did it. But I think you're going to be pissed off because I think it's not going to be in-game stories. And the thing is, I think that's why we got that story in season 3, because I think they're sensing that people are going to be pissed off about the end of season 2 because it's gone in a different direction to the game. Which doesn't entirely surprise me, because when you look at the demographic of watching this, more people who've never played a Fallout game are watching this than people who have played the Fallout games. If that makes sense. So for it to go in a different direction that may potentially make more sense, I can see their thinking. I think it's bad thinking, gaming fans out there, but I can see why they think that's a great idea, because this is what they've done in every other computer game franchise thing, like, as we mentioned previously, Halo.
Oh, fuck off. That was I do not like Halo, but I fucking feel the Halo fans' pain with that TV series.
I was egregious.
Even I know not to do after shit that they did in that.
It's egregious. The fact they didn't even get to the Halo, that we got like brief shots of the Halo. We never actually got to the Halo. We never actually saw what the fucking Halo was. And the fact that they thought they were going to get another season out of it, it was terrible. So, yes. But you have you got any more thoughts?
I need to see. Mr. House was done right. They recast and they reintroduced Mr. House.
Was it somebody different?
Yeah.
When you say they recast,
it's a different actor. You saw. They even showed you it was two different actors too. So the rumor is that one's the public face and one's the inventor who likes to use the Howard Hughes person who doesn't want to deal with anyone. Yeah?
Right.
So because he is, Mr. House is supposed to be Howard Hughes. Yeah, right. Lives in Vegas, away from everyone. He's in a hyperbaric, whatever they call it, chamber, so he can live forever. Yeah, but it also means that House won the Battle of Hoover Dam, which means that might explain why there's no NCR, because he would have wiped them out, which gives me that no NCR, New California Republic. But there's Caesar's Legion on the other side of that dam. Has he wiped them out too, is the next question. And then what happened to the courier, who's the one who enabled them to wipe them out? So you haven't come across his like robot army, because he's got a robot army. He's got a fucking huge robot army, which he's using to patrol New Vegas. But the place that they started at is a place called Novak. Around the corner is a Robco rocket facility. I don't know if they go there next or if they go to the quarry next. I've got the map up, so I can see the route that they're taking to New Vegas on the map. So I can see it's like kind of Novak is there, and then it's like the Robco factory's there. So that's the rocket one there. So they might come across the ghouls that want to go into space, and then you've got the solar power plant. Sorry, you've got the quarry, then the solar power plant, and then you've got a couple of vaults, and then you get to New Vegas. So part of me is like, kind of, what are they gonna do with that? But the Hoover Dam's really important because it's like the source of power in the area. You control that, and it's a way to cross the kind of river area a little easier. But I want to know what's going on with it. I think what's going to happen is Walter Goggins is going to think that his wife is controlled by a brain chip, and then he's going to find out no. That's what I'm going to think. That's what they're kind of leading to there. Yeah, controlled by brain chip. Oh my god, it's terrible. She was controlled by the Chinese who did all this stuff, and it'll be no, they just did it because they're arseholes. But in the game, it was always, did the Chinese do it? Did the Americans do it? And then there was always a hint that aliens did it. That was always the fun thing, because it was always like kind of aliens are responsible for it. Which I thought were quite good, and they're also referring back to the water chip problem that they've got too. You got Matey down in the vault at the bottom, where he's working up all the execs. Gonna find out there's some people in there that make us go, "Ooh, interesting." I can't say it's not boring, but I'm sorry, Pluribus fans. It's not boring. Lots of stuff happened there. And I always compare it to the silo. I always make the joke of comparing it to the silo, where it's like kind of in the silo, they're going to get to that silo 1 thing that controls all the other silos, where they're like sleeping and waking up and whatnot. Matey's already got there at the beginning of season 2. So we've got 2 seasons and they got to their equivalent, even though it really should be the MIT Institute.
But the thing that's going to shock everybody is that season 3 of the silo is not going to be what you think. It's a prequel, and I don't. They will. I think because it comes out pretty soon. Actually, Silo season 3. I think it's gonna either they are going to interject the parts of the third book with parts of the second book and do flashbacks. But the way the end of the second season of Silo ends, it's almost like the whole third season is going to be a prequel. But we'll see. No, I did not skip through this episode. I watched this episode and I kind of enjoyed it. I thought, okay, this is interesting. I kind of liked Fallout as a TV series, but when I saw who was making it, I was going, oh god, is this going to be Westworld season 2?
You know why they fucked up Westworld, don't you? Because they were playing Fallout.
Fair enough.
No, seriously, that's what they said.
Why I never played such. You see, the trouble is, right, Fallout 4 came out just as I met my wife, and I was like, no, I want a girlfriend. I'm not going to play this because I know I'm going to lose myself in it. And you'll go, I played 150 hours. I'm like, I'm not playing this game. I'm going to lose. I'm building bases. I've got this. Oh, fuck, if I play this game, I'm not going to have a girlfriend at the end of it, because I'm going to lose myself in this game. So I never played it. But actually, you're right. That's probably why Westworld Season 2 sucked, because they were playing Fallout 4.
No. That's what they actually said.
Brilliant.
We fucked up because we were playing Fallout.
I thought this episode was interesting. I liked Walter Goggins, the scenes, the opening scene where he's back and he's just hanging there and she's fucking pleading with him not to kill him, and that's great. That's funny. It is slightly quirky. I know what you mean, that it is uber violent, but it is funny at the time. But that's the whole sort of steampunk-esque kind of 50s retro tech, 50s, Back to the Future style feel to it, if you know what I mean.
It's, what do you call it? It's because in their version of the universe, they developed nuclear power more than they did the microchip.
Yeah.
So when we went down the microchip alley, they went down the nuclear power. So they couldn't figure out how to do fusion and fit it into a tiny cell, but they couldn't do a microchip. So they got massive fucking, for equivalent of a ZX Spectrum wrist thing. Yeah, was their most advanced piece of technology. But yeah, it's not boring.
No,
I've got my disagreements with it. I'm hoping they're going to say the House wiped out the NCR, which was one of my big things. If you tell me the House wiped out the NCR, then I'd understand, because the NCR literally that bit where Matey lands, at the end of the first season, his power armor, he starts heading towards New Vegas. That's an NCR base where there's a big statue of two people shaking hands. But hey ho, I'm such a fucking nerd.
Yes, you are. So am I. But they're not. What they are not doing is dumping it all in one go like they did last time, because it was so popular. They've now switched to the episode a week rule, so at least we'll have something to talk about for the next few weeks.
Yes.
And
after we talk about the disappointing end to Stranger Things.
Yes. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think have we got anything else? Have we got anything else on our list, or are we putting a bow on this because you've got to go be off?
I think I've got to go and be social. I've also got to go and drop a package off. So it's one of those things.
Right, do you want a martini as well?
Drop a package off.
Drop off a secret package.
Not a secret. I'll show you I'll show you the package and go, oh right, that makes sense. I'll actually I'll pop down and get it so you can see it and you go, oh yeah.
We are back to. We will be doing the in between Sunday, I think, which will probably be our New Year's review. Stranger Things season 5 still sucks. Those 3 episodes are great. It's going to be a huge fucking disappointment.
Yeah, let's be optimistic. Those 3 episodes were absolutely fucking spiffing.
Yes.
So yes.
And Gareth will be telling us how much he enjoyed the Christmas special Call the Midwife.
Die Hard.
That's the only fucking thing I know that will be on at Christmas this year.
EastEnders.
Nobody watches that anymore.
No one alive because everyone gets fucking depressed.
Anyway, we should put a bow on this. So yes, sorry we're not live this week, but we give you this show. So Biffa, Steve, Jack, Laurie, or who else is you? Tanner, Angel, everybody else that's always in the comments every week. Hopefully you're watching this, and sorry we're not live. We have things to do and people to see, and we have to be sociable. That's what our wives are telling us. So we did try and say we are sociable. We talk to all our mates online when we do this podcast every week. We are being sociable. Apparently, it's not the right people. We have to go and be sociable.
No, it's not the right people.
So
anyway, for those listening too, and we have. Do you know we have more Brazilian listeners than we do US listeners?
That's cool. That's cool.
So just because I looked at the stats recently, hi Brazil. And Merry Christmas to everyone. Say Merry Christmas, Keith.
What's Portuguese for Merry Christmas?
It's not Feliz Navidad, because that's fucking...
Navidad.
No, that's Spanish. I've not even said that right.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Joking aside, happy Christmas. Thanks to everybody that tunes in. Thanks to everybody that's always in the chat. Thanks for supporting us over the last year. It's been, it's great to have you. Sorry that we're not live to do this again. We do have to be good husbands and obey our wives. How the times have changed. But again, happy Christmas. But we will see you just before the Sunday before New Year's. So yes, whenever that is, next Sunday. Yes. So Merry Christmas, happy, and see you then.
Merry Christmas.